Welcome to Psyexplore, your gateway to science and space.
Have you ever wondered why some information, like a silly meme or a wild conspiracy theory, spreads like wildfire while groundbreaking scientific facts just fizzle out? It's a question that defines our modern world, but what if I told you the answer isn't just about social media algorithms? It's hardwired into the very structure of your brain. Forget what you thought you knew about how your brain learns. Today, we're journeying deep inside your neural network to map the viral highways of your mind. We'll reveal the astonishing ways knowledge and information spread and how this process shapes your reality. Prepare to see your own thoughts in a whole new light. Ever wonder why some ideas just stick while others vanish? It's not just about what you hear, but how your brain processes and transmits that information. In this video, we're uncovering the fascinating secret mechanisms behind how things go viral inside your own head and how it shapes the very person you are. Think about the last viral trend you saw. Maybe it was a dance, a strange challenge, or a piece of news that seemed to be everywhere. Have you ever stopped to ask why? Why that specific thing? The concept of viral information isn't just about the internet. It's a neurological phenomenon. It's about how ideas replicate and transmit efficiently within our own brains, and then between us, and in today's world, where we're bombarded with an insane volume of information every single second. Understanding how our brain processes viral content is more crucial than ever. It's our best defense for navigating misinformation and sharpening our critical thinking. So let's start with the basics. You've probably heard of neurons, the tiny brain cells that communicate with each other. For a long time, we thought of them as simple messengers, passing signals one by one, but that's like trying to understand a bustling city by looking at a single car. The real magic happens in the complex neural networks they form, the brain's information highways. Think of it like a vast road system. When you learn something new, a new path is forged. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Every time you're exposed to that same piece of information, or every time you recall it, that neural pathway gets stronger, wider, and more efficient. It's a process called synaptic strengthening. If a piece of information also has a strong emotional connection, that process gets supercharged. This is why a terrifying story you heard once can be seared into your memory, while the details of a lecture you attended 3 times just fade away. Repetition and emotion literally pave the roads in your brain, making certain ideas much easier to access and spread. This can also create what you might call an echo chamber right inside your head. Your brain loves efficiency. It prefers to send traffic down well-established superhighways rather than building new roads. This means that information that aligns with your existing beliefs and biases finds a ready-made, high-speed network. It gets accepted, reinforced, and strengthened, while conflicting information faces detours, roadblocks, and might never even arrive at its destination. This is how our own brain architecture can make us more susceptible to reinforcing what we already think is true, regardless of whether it's accurate. So what makes an idea neurologically sticky? What gives it that viral edge? A huge part of it comes down to emotional tags. Your limbic system, and specifically a little almond-shaped structure called the amygdala, acts like a highlighter for your memories. When information triggers a strong emotion, fear, joy, anger, disgust, the amygdala tags it as important. Pay attention to this. This emotional tag makes the memory far more vivid and much easier to recall later. Think about it. You are more likely to remember and share a story that made you gasp in shock than one that was just mildly interesting. Emotion is the fuel for viral information. Another key ingredient is novelty and surprise. Your brain is wired with a reward system that loves new things. When you encounter something unexpected or novel, your brain releases a little bit of dopamine, the feel-good chemical. This creates a positive feedback loop. The surprise grabs your attention, the dopamine makes you feel good, and that combination makes the information more memorable and desirable to share. It's the brain's way of saying, "Whoa, that was cool. Let's hold on to that and maybe tell someone else." And finally, there's simplicity and narrative. Our brains are not designed to process massive spreadsheets of raw data. They're designed for stories. A simple, clean narrative with a clear beginning, middle, and end is incredibly easy for our brains to package, store, and transmit. This is why an oversimplified explanation or a compelling personal story often goes more viral than a nuanced, complex scientific paper. The simple story is a more efficient vehicle for travel along those neural highways. Now, how does this viral information jump from one brain to another? This is where the social neuroscience gets really fascinating. You may have heard of mirror neurons. These are brain cells that fire not only when we perform an action, but also when we see someone else perform that same action. They are the foundation of empathy. Some scientists believe these systems play a key role in transmitting the emotions tied to viral information. When you see someone express fear or joy while telling a story, your mirror neuron system can make you feel a shadow of that same emotion, making you more likely to internalize the information and its emotional tag. It's like catching an emotion from someone else. We are also profoundly social creatures, hardwired for social learning and conformity. From an evolutionary perspective, following the group was a survival strategy. Our brains reflect this. When we see many others reacting to a piece of information in a certain way, it influences our own perception and acceptance of it. This social proof can lead us to adopt an idea not because we've critically evaluated it, but because everyone else seems to believe it. This can create what I call the collective consciousness illusion. When an idea goes viral and is adopted by a huge number of people, it starts to feel like an objective truth. The sheer prevalence of the idea creates a powerful social signal that our brain interprets as evidence of its validity. Even if the original information was completely flawed, the idea no longer needs to stand on its own merits. Its virality has become its own justification. So in this age of constant information warfare, are we doomed to be hijacked by viral nonsense? Absolutely not. We can rewire our brains for resilience. Think of it as a form of cognitive vaccination. The first step is to actively practice critical thinking. When you encounter new information, especially if it's emotionally charged, take a pause, ask simple questions. Who is saying this? What is their evidence? What might they be leaving out? Building this habit creates a mental firewall. Next, you need to consciously curate your neural diet. Just as you wouldn't eat junk food for every meal, you shouldn't feed your brain a diet of low-quality, sensationalist information. Actively seek out diverse and credible sources. Read things that challenge your existing beliefs. This might feel uncomfortable at first because you are forcing your brain to build new neural pathways instead of cruising down those familiar highways. But over time, this builds a more robust, complex, and less susceptible neural landscape. You're creating a brain that's better equipped to handle a wide range of information. The future of this field is incredibly exciting. With advanced neuroimaging and artificial intelligence, scientists are getting a clearer picture of these viral pathways than ever before. We are beginning to understand the subtle dance of neurotransmitters and neural networks that determines what we believe and what we share. This knowledge isn't just academic. It's empowering. By understanding how our brains can be hijacked, we learn how to protect them. We learn how to become better thinkers, more discerning consumers of information, and more responsible sharers. We can build a more informed, resilient, and cognitively healthy future, one thought at a time. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into the mind. If you found this fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of you. Stay curious,